You know, just as you mentioned right now, so you have never been scared to visit Egypt, even though there were many wrong images and rumors about things that are not happening in Egypt, unfortunately through the international media, yet some people, they were scared, and definitely you've got some of these people with you, right? Tell me about this experience, and what about you?
Actually, even in my home country, every time
In Germany, right?
no, I'm Belgian.
Okay.
I'm Belgian, and every time that we say, okay, we are leaving again for Egypt, many of people that we know or other people who hear us, they say, "Oh, you go to Egypt? It must be dangerous." I can only tell to everyone then, and which I do on a regular basis back home as well. Oh no, it is not dangerous at all. I was only, I think now 3 weeks ago, we spent 4 days in Cairo. We have been wandering around, we took the metro, we went out to all the places actually where tourists come and where no tourists come, because we have been so many times already in Cairo that the real touristic places for me are no longer of interest, so I go to other places to visit them and to see actually the real life in Egypt more or less. And I've never one moment feel any feeling of uncomfort or any bad experience. On the contrary, actually, we have very nice contact with everyone. We have many Egyptian friends also, so I've never had any bad experience whatsoever.
Right? Especially during these days, for example, and now you are visiting Egypt, how do you see the situation in Egypt? Still, because I believe that the whole world started to understand that we did this on our own. We want this, and this is our life, and we don't want anyone to interfere in our life. But the point is that still it is a little bit, you know, it is a challenge, we have to admit.
It is really a challenge, and I can tell you when actually the first revolution started, we were at that moment in Belgium, and I was sitting home watching television all the time to follow actually what was happening, because yeah, we felt with friends we had over
And afterwards, did you follow Al Jazeera?
I still continuously contact or look at the TV, read Egypt Independent newspapers in English and so on about what is happening over here. And also with my own eyes, I can now see that actually the situation is again on a good track. Here in Hurghada, roads are improved.
Because you know, the main reason behind all this, that was Al Jazeera channel, because they didn't put the real image or the real pictures, and they insisted on working on the other side, even they were telling people other things, you know, as messages, and we didn't.
But this was actually the first revolution. In that moment they were still on a good track.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking you, are you still following what they are saying?
Now I'm more interested in the things that we read in the newspapers, the English version of Egyptian newspapers. That is my main source of information actually.
I think this is the best, because you know, how come if I want to know about Belgium, how come I'm going to go, for example, to Italy to learn more about Belgium? I have to know it from you, from the main source, the official one.
And also with the contacts and the people that we know over here, we have discussion, we discuss about, and this is a good thing also, because now you feel as soon as the old regime was taken away, you felt that people were more open, had more possibility to discuss and to speak without any hesitation actually.
Let me ask you about Hurghada, because this is one of the beautiful places. First, you told me you visited many places in the Red Sea, right?
I think I spent, before I was working 14 years ago, I was working for the United Nations on Golan Heights, and from there we took the opportunity of visiting Sinai, with more the northern part of Egypt also, and nowadays I have traveled from and Sabna in the north up to Massaء and even further.
Massaء is fascinating as well.
It is fascinating, and you have very nice areas everywhere.
Virgin area, yes, whether under the water or offshore.
Yes, indeed it is. This is still an unexplored area. You have some very beautiful nature resorts there. Actually, while driving on the road at a certain moment, I saw a beautiful laguna there, which is a natural resort. We met the camels there, living free in open space. It is amazing to visit. And also here in Hurghada, we see Hurghada flourishing up slowly.
Yes, tell me more about Hurghada, because I always, whenever I visit this place, I came here tens, let's say more than 20 times, for example. Yes. Every time I feel something different.
Actually, even us, when we go, for instance, 6 months or 3 months to Belgium and you come back, there is something new. It's always developing and getting better and better. Supermarkets are now in a large variety. All the other shops, you see more and more actually every day. Life in the beginning when we came here, to get some things, it was quite sometimes difficult. You have to drive around and to look, but nowadays you can find many things over here.
What about during the day, for example? How do you spend the day here? What are the most interesting things that you really enjoy?
The most interesting thing of all, of course, is coming here for sunshine when it is winter and cold.
Just believe it or not, now it is Christmas time, and look how the weather is. Almost, yes.
It is actually yesterday, I think in noon, we had about 30 degrees in the shade, so the weather is really lovely at this moment, and there are so many possibilities. And when you are living here as a normal tourist, of course you are in the hotels, but we just have a contract to come here and to enjoy the sea and the sun.
Did you try snorkeling or diving?
I am a diver normally also, so...
Can you tell us more about diving in Hurghada for anyone who would like to come to dive?
When you like to come to dive, I think that Hurghada is the spot. I've never been diving anywhere else because my gear stays over here and I don't go diving back home anymore. And we have had marvelous encounters already with dolphins, with rays, with the manta ray, with all animals and the beautiful nature under the sea as well.
They are friendly, right? They're moving around and no problem.
Oh, on the contrary, they even like to watch you and to see what you it's encountering a dolphin is also something that it gives you a special feeling actually when you see a dolphin, and they make you very happy actually.
Of the animation team is important because simply they bring people together, making teams, providing different means of entertainment and activities in which holiday makers can participate and enjoy. We will never imagine how our planet Earth is. It is amazing when you just look at nature and feel the beauty of its surroundings, the trees, the grass, sand, sea, mountains, the desert, contrast between nature. Think about it all, and you will find it here in Egypt. This is exactly how the vacation is in Hurghada. This city is rich with all means of entertainment and more.
Egypt is, travel around the world. Egypt is a treasure for me because the sea, the underwater is quite perfect. It's the natural, the fishes, yes, this is amazing. I like it.
Tell me first, did you read anything about Egypt in school, for example, anything about culture, civilization?
Just about the history. Yes. The history is very popular now, but not at all, not from the moment. I just heard about the political situation. You heard it a lot, but not from the rest. It's not geography, it's more political in the school. That is,
yes, you mean in school political, you're talking about that, you are learning about, you mean the pyramids, the temples, the monuments, so you're talking about culture, not the political. Political is something else.
But the culture, we didn't learn anything in Germany about the culture.
Right, but first let's talk this side. We're talking about the Red Sea. It is part of the beautiful places here, away from the history, from the culture, because just as you mentioned, when it comes to the history, we're talking about the pyramids, about the monuments, about the temples, but also talking about recreational tourism and talking about the Red Sea. Where have you been here in Egypt?
Well, I've been to Sharm el-Sheikh and Hurghada. The second time now in Hurghada, and I've been one time in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Which did you like the most?
It's difficult. Both places I like, so I cannot choose one that I